All right, let's shift, if we can, to what's the Supreme Court's recent decision regarding gatherings in homes. As some of you may be aware, California has had some terrible restrictions regarding religious gatherings in homes. There was a lawsuit filed regarding this, Tandem versus Newsom. To talk about this, I'd like to bring on Matt McReynolds. He's one of our attorneys in our Sacramento office. Matt, welcome to the program. Tell me about this case and what the Supreme Court decided. This is pretty important.
Well, hey everybody! Just such exciting news this past Friday night as the Supreme Court added to the list of these terrific decisions in favor of churches and lifting the restrictions, especially here in California and in the Bay Area where we've been fighting so hard. So the Tandem case had a little bit of a twist to it in that it focused on people meeting in homes, home groups, home Bible studies, home-based church fellowships. And so the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals had held that this was different, and they keep trying to find distinctions between what the Supreme Court has said recently, like they ruled favorably in our decision, the Gateway City Church decision. So in Tandem, the Ninth Circuit had said, oh, this is different because they're in homes. So we're not going to go by those previous 4 decisions that the Supreme Court's handed down the last few months in favor of religious freedom. And so just this past Friday night, the U.S. Supreme Court issued another emergency injunction in favor of that church group. And they noted this is the 5th time now that we've slapped down these types of restrictions, most of them in California. And the not so veiled message to the courts here was, we really want to be done with these kinds of restrictions.
Like you said, I think they made it so clear to California. It's like 5 punches right in their gut on these cases. And one of them was our case from Pacific Justice Institute. We'll talk about that in a moment. But I think that their decision, I agree with you. I think it had a direct impact on their decision to no longer have, and this is really important, many people still don't know this, to no longer have any occupancy restrictions when it comes to churches and synagogues having indoor services. They switched them to be called guidelines, which means recommendations, but not binding. I think it's pretty significant, Matt.
Oh, it absolutely is, Brad. For the state of California to finally surrender on that point and say we're not going to have any capacity limits going forward on indoor church services is huge.